Hey everybody, welcome back to yet another episode here at O.A.R. And, well, today we just got some cleanings to do. I mean, there's not a lot to do this week. I already fed them over the weekend. So, you don't get to see that, sadly, this week. But, yeah, no. An update, real quick. Poseidon here, I have seen dive lately. He was chilling on his basking spot. I walked by, he drove around, and he started swimming all throughout here. Yes, the water's a little mucky. I'm getting a vacuum pump in here tomorrow to help pick up a lot of the dead debris or food particles and everything like that. Help keep this a little bit cleaner. The hardiness in it's fine, the nitrates in it fine, and we just did a water fill, but when I just filled up the water, I saw how bad it was. So it's time to clean up a lot of that gravel. Look at him. Almost looks like a snapping turtle if I didn't know any better. But yeah, so let's get down to cleaning everyone out. And I think I'm going to try to switch out Lilith's light today. I don't know how well that's going to go. You know, I'm pretty much a loner at this point, you know. I don't hang out with people anymore. I don't do all that fun jazz. So, but I think I got a plan for this because she's currently in her hide. And that just involves turning the hide around and getting in there and keeping an eye on her. Beautiful snake. Can't wait to start getting her out again. Try offering some people to come over and get to handle something that cool and that big. But not everyone's down for it. And that's fair. I can't complain about it. Anyways, let's get to it, shall we? And on to the very first snake goo shed. We got the beautiful Princess Ear here. Let's get her under some light. Her pinks really are vibrant, and they're really starting to turn into more of an orangish pink color. I am a man. I cannot tell you that exact shade. Oh, you're still on my hand. I thought you were off it. Where are you going? You don't want to go home? You don't want to go back? You're biting all over this glove before I put you back. Yeah, I should have been recording when I went to go pick her up. She was biting this glove left and right. But yeah, it's an itty bitty ear shed. Nothing compared to what we've been getting lately, but it's always nice to see whole sheds. Something I don't get with the big snakes. It's been a little while since I've talked about it, so maybe some of you know, some of you don't. But once a snake hits about 8 feet, they don't shed completely as much or as easily as they do when they're small like that. So for a small snake like corn snakes and king snakes, they're pretty much always going to have complete sheds, no matter what. I mean, they might be a little broken from where they rubbed wrong or something like that, but 98% of the time, they're complete sheds. Meanwhile, with big snakes, like anything that gets over 8 foot, boas, pythons, some venomous snakes, they all get over 8 feet. They tend to have a harder time shedding. Come on, girlie. You gonna let me pick you up, or are you gonna be as mean to me as Ear was? Yeah, you're gonna... Oh, if I don't drop you first. There we go. I got you now. Oh, you shed too. I was just getting you out because I saw you out. Come here. There we go. She has gotten quite long compared to when we got her. When we originally got her, she was about the size of Ear, actually. And she is still ever so beautiful. Love all black snakes. Oh, she has gotten fast too. Just sort of letting her explore and do her own thing. No, you can't go down into the vents, ma'am. No, miss ma'am. I love king snakes. They're beautiful. I always wanted one growing up, and instead of getting a normal Cali Bandit or something like that, here I am with a Mexican black, and I just love her. She fits the emo aesthetic so well. Alright, we're going to let you go back, and I'm going to get out all of your shed. Alright, 1 second, I'm going to get out her shed. So, Hell apparently decided to prank me, and instead of actually shedding, she decided to dig up some shed that I had missed in all the aspen. Because I moved everything around, and this is all I found. Just some belly scales that was probably missed the first time around. All the geckos still have water. Alright, so it's off to no choice but to get out the big snakes and deal with them now. So not first on the chopping block, but first to say hello. We got Pandora fully out. That's not an everyday thing. Looks like she's soaking up some water into her. You should have some water. Oh, you finished your water. I literally just filled that like 2 days ago. Yes, I did fill the water 2 days ago. I'm not lying here. But there's been a sudden increase in temperatures around here. And due to that, the AC is getting turned off and on. And sometimes I'll forget about it throughout the day. I'll turn it on closer to the evening or late in the afternoon. So that's a few hours. That's nice and warm in here, and it helps out all that water evaporate. So, like every other week, the big snakes have decided to use the restroom, but we'll get to them in a bit. Right now, we start with the little guys. See if any of them have used the restroom. Last I looked, Midas here did not. Anyways, let's look underneath, see if the very handsome boy did. Well, there's something right there. A little bit of shed, maybe. Yeah, a little bit of shed. I feel bad. It's about husbandry. Yes, it is. That's about husbandry. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna use you guys. Nothing back there. Anything under here? Nope. Alright, so he's good. Almost missed it at first, but apparently Midas decided to leave us a little present in his water. Thanks, bud. So we're going to start off with a man who's become a troublemaker here lately. Orion. It is a little sketch to try and get him out when he is now at the top. He is right there at face level, and I don't need him overly excited one of these days and go for me by mistake. Hi, big boy. How you doing? How you doing, big boy? Yeah, your scale rot's getting a lot better. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Let's just clean that up a little bit, shall we? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, are you laying on it? You're laying on it. So he did decide to use the restroom today, and he is currently laying on it. Gross. Get some poo-poo on you. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, let's pretend like we're gonna get you out. It's the best way I know to get you to move. Let me get that. Let me get that. You flattened it all out, sir. Filthy boy. Go on. Go back. You're okay, sir. You're okay, sir. You don't want any troubles here. It's your girlfriend that bites me, not you. Calm down. Hakuna Yurtadas. Don't look at me like you're contemplating. Hakuna Yurtadas. Enjoy your rock pillow. Leave my hand. Boom. All clean. See, was that so bad? Now I gotta deal with your girlfriend. That's the one that's scaring me right now. Not really. I got a plan. So next up I have Lilith, because there's two things I have to do in here, and you can see one of them. She decided to have a long shed for once, and I gotta try and switch out her light. So let me try and see if I can get her head back into her hide so I can rotate her. Hi, mamas. Hi, beautiful girl. Go on, get your head back in there. Good girl. Go on. Go on, you're okay. I am literally no safer now than I was 30 seconds ago, but now I can at least tell relatively where she's at. And if she's gonna come out and get me. It's all about being safe, even in unsafe situations. So give me 1 second as I get all this out and switch over her light real quick. So I did it! I got her a light back in there. Also replaced her water. Now comes the fun part. I have no idea. Oh, her head's right about there. Boom. Good enough. You're okay, mama girl. You're okay, mama girl. You're getting... Yeah, you looking extra threatening right now. You did not like what I did in there. And that's okay. I expected it was going to stress you out. Boom. Well, I really don't recommend solo keeping big snakes like this. Especially in pull down doors. The key is definitely to have some extra length to you, like the damn snake hook. That snake hook has definitely done me some favors in the here lately, and it looks like Gargoyle also decided to take a poo, and he's got to be the last one I clean besides Cerberus, but Cerberus is just shedding. So we're going to give Cerberus another day or two because Tegus take a little longer to shed. But also I've noticed a bump on Cerberus' back right where he's got the scar from where he hurt himself trying to get through the shelves. So I'm hoping that means it's healing. We're going to keep an eye on it. No, I'm not here to feed you. That's my foot. That's my foot, not a rat. So some of you may be wondering why I use the back of my snake hook. I touch them with it, let them smell it and everything like that. Because I haven't really talked about it in all honesty since I started the channel. like the very first few episodes. The reason for it is I use it as a desensitizer. So reptiles, in all honesty, no matter how intelligent they may seem, have a very primitive brain. And that primitive brain means they can only think of a few things at a time. Like this boy right here, he came out, he thought it was feeding time. So I used the back of the snake hook to let him know that, hey, I'm in here. It's not feeding time. You know, I touch him with it. I let him smell it so he knows it's not a rat. I'm not food. It lets him know that, hey, you're coming out. Or, hey, I'm coming in there. So that his brain switches from feeding response to thinking response. So it lets me be more safe. It lets him know that it's a warning system, really. And I use the back of the hook instead of the front of the hook because the back of the hook has that nice little bit of foam on it. And I'd rather him bite the foam than the actual hook itself. Well, let me go ahead and get his enclosure cleaned out real quick. It won't take me too long, but then I got something to show off. And it's well, if you don't like me showing off the sheds, go ahead and click away. Thank y'all for watching. But Lilith has a absolute massive shed this week that I have pulled out. It's not one piece, sadly, but it is large as can be. Oh, you almost broke my wrist there, sir. Turns out I was right anyways, and 3 snakes did in fact shed this week. I just didn't notice that gargoyle shed. It happened to be very well hidden behind his pond. But it's not his shed I want to show off this week. In fact, the shed I'm showing off today is Lilith, like I said. And I mean, she did have an impressive shed. This is just one of the 2 large pieces, and it goes from my ceiling to the floor. So you remember that big gargoyle shed I had? Yeah, no, this is instantly twice that. She is becoming an absolutely massive girl, and I mean, just look at that. So this is the, let's say this is the, okay, so here are her belly scales, and it looks like this is relatively near the end of her tail, with how narrow this is, and this would be about the top of her back, right? Her sides alone are the size of my face. She's an absolutely massive girl. I mean, there is no joke. But then again, these scales are stretched out significantly. So that's a bit of an upplay. It's a little bit exaggerated, you know. She's not that big. It's when they, like I talked about with gargoyle, when they shed, they stretch out those scales. Yeah, that's just one half. That's the trash half. And this is the other half. Like I said, not quite as impressive, but it is still almost as tall as me. Like, so just what I have here, I have 12 feet of shed just right here. So I'm gonna put her now at 15 feet. She's gotta be 15 feet. I really wish I had a way to sedate her and get an accurate measurement, but that's stressful for the animal. That's stressful for any vet I'd ask to do that. And it's stressful for me. I'm not going to do something like that. That's stupid. Instead, I'm going to just keep making guesstimations based. I get someone in my life who will help me get her out, and we can lay her down and do a little fucking size comparison via furniture. What everyone else who's watched Mythbusters and everything like that knows what term I'm talking about. Where you take the size of an item, or you take the thing you want to measure and you put it up against something with measurements we know what it is. And that's how you use it to measure the animal. Yeah, I want to do that with Lilith to figure out roughly how big she is. I got an idea for that one time when I took her out a few months ago, and I estimated her to be about 14 feet then. So I think she's 15 feet, maybe 16. Either way, she's 3 years old now. She should really start slowing down her sheddings and her growth rate. So I don't know. I'm going based upon the fact that after 4 months, roughly 4 or 6 months, somewhere in there. 4 feet. That's the one I'm thinking of. Once they hit 4 feet long, reticulated pythons, at least the females, tend to grow at a rate of half a foot each month. which gets them huge. So by the time that they're 12 months old, or by the time they're 2 years old, they should be 12 foot as a female. But I don't know the growth rate after that. I haven't had a chance to bring Lilith out and measure her since she reached 2 years old. And even when I didn't have a tape measure to do it accurately. So she might be growing at a rate of 3 inches every month, or she might be growing at an inch every month. She might still be growing at 6 inches every month. I don't know, but she's a beautiful girl, and every day just seeing her get bigger and bigger. Oh, I love it. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. This has been yet another episode here at O.A.R. And come back next week for another episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, whatever y'all want to do. I love reading comments. Like, I know every YouTuber says that, but it legitimately fills me up with joy when I see these. 98% of the time, I'm at work, and I'm feeling bummed out or whatever, and I scroll through YouTube Studios just to see how my things are doing. And when I see a comment down there or a like on a video, that just brings a big ass smile to my face. Oops, gotta bleep that out. Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. I don't put this for kids anyways. But yeah, no, seeing comments, seeing likes, seeing that people are watching this, seeing new subscribers, all of that brings a legitimate smile to my face because it means I'm doing better than I thought I was. Well, that's enough of me ranting. Y'all have a good, great week. Stay strong, stay happy, love animals, and it's getting hot outside. Drink water.